So here we have my blushes, which is an intense pile. It's almost as it's worse than my highlight collection, definitely is. I have 3 cream blushes. I'll just show you these to get them out of the way. We have the NYX Boho Chic, which I've gone through many of these before. I really like the NYX cream blush formula, and they have, well, they used to have a really nice range of colours. I don't know if they still do them. I hope they do, because they are beautiful. This one is the Rosy by Autograph in English Rose Flush, which is a beautiful rosy pink shade. And I have the Clinique Chubby Stick in the shade, what shade are you? Robust Rhubarb, which is a nice kind of coral colour. I used to have a lot more cream blushes. I got rid of them in a declutter a while ago. I kind of regret that, but you know, cream products go bad quite quickly, so I suppose it was a good move, but I regret it nonetheless. I do also have 2 blush palettes. This first one is from the brand La Femme, and this is a set of 12 absolutely stunning blushes. To be quite honest, this is probably all the blushes you would need in your entire life. But you know, I can't help myself with blush. Blush is like my addiction. I also have a bunch of MAC singles here. So we have Margin, Format, Harmony, Raisin, Taupe, Burnt Pepper, and Frankly Scarlet. And I'm very certain I have 2 other blush pans that are in another palette with my cream colour bases that I cannot find for the life of me. It's driving me a little bit nuts that I can't find it. But yes, so we have those. And while we're on the MAC blush train, I do have a stack of MAC blushes up the back here. I have one mineralized blush. This is in the shade Warm Soul. This is in the old style. I believe they reformulated this a long time ago, and the colour is slightly different, and mineralized blushes now come in a different packaging, but there is my Warm Soul nonetheless. I have 2 larger blushes. This is the Blush Ombre in Azalea Blossom. It is beautiful. And then I have Alpha Girl, which is a nice kind of corally pink flush. It's very sheer though. This is Garb, which was a limited edition one about 10 years ago. Pretend I didn't say that. Then we also have Instant Chic, which is from the same collection as Garb. It's a nice coral blush. Then I have Equilibrium, which is from a limited edition collection. I can't remember which collection, but it's a gorgeous bronzy shade, and I believe this is from a collection in 2012. Yeah, a long time ago. This guy is Desert Rose, which is a stunning matte rose shade. This is Modern Mandarin, which is just, it's really a shocking coral. The camera is not even picking up how bright it is. It is beautiful. This guy is Fever. It's a very shocking deep shade, but it's again so stunning. So stunning. This is Mocha, which is a gorgeous cool toned plum shade. We have Peaches, which is a very clean peachy coral shade, very, very popular, or it used to be very popular. This is a Peony Petal, which is kind of a bubblegum pink blush. And then we have my last three MAC blushes here. We have Love Cloud, which is kind of a sort of yellowy, corally pink. This is Melba, which is a slightly more like burnt peach shade. And then lastly, we have Style, which is a bit of a shimmery coral. I have my Makeup Revolution blushes. These are the Blusher Reloaded ones. I have Sweet Pea. This is Pink Lady and Baked Peach. I have my Max Factor Cream Puff blushes. We have Alluring Rose, Seductive Pink, is Gorgeous Berries, Lovely Pink, Lavish Mauve, and Nude Mauve. And I also have another one of the Vivid Baked. This is a highlight in the shade Rose Gold Lights, but I use it as a blush. I have only one ColourPop blush. This is in the shade Swift. It is a really deep, deep, deep shade. I have one from number 7 in the shade Honey. It looks like nothing, but it's really nice and warming on the skin. I have one from NYX in the shade Taupe. If I can get it open. This is completely different to the taupe that they used to make. Completely different. This is definitely a lot more cool toned. The other taupe did have a bit of warmth to it. I have one from Primark. This is in the shade Desire, and it's just a gorgeous kind of rosy color with a sheen. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't really comment on it. And going from Primark onto Chanel, this is in shade Evocation. If I can get it open. It is quite old, but it's still beautiful. It's the only Chanel blush that I own. I have 3 blushes from Cargill that I kind of pulled out of my declutter pile because I just couldn't bear to part with them. We have Tonga. This is the Big Easy. And Los Cabos, which is just, oh, it is gorgeous. Cargill, unfortunately, don't exist in the UK anymore. I think the entire company may have folded. I'm not entirely sure. It's a shame because they do such good products, but they just didn't get the exposure, I don't think. I did also used to have one of their blushes called Louisiana, and it was the most gorgeous, like, high shine luscious metallic highlight, and I decluttered it, and I'm kicking myself. Absolutely kicking myself. But you live and learn, don't you? I have two from Laura Mercier. This first one is in Tender Mauve. Just gorgeous kind of mauvey pink shade. And then we also have a Wild Bouquet, which is a more neutral tone there. I have my Benefit box blushes here that I rescued from declutter also. We have a Dallas, Coralista, beautiful, and a Rockateur, which is a gorgeous shimmering rose gold blush. So, so pretty. I have my Avon blushes. This is the Sweet Talk blush. The Just Pinched blush, which is a sort of matte plum there. This is in Warm Flush, which I haven't used yet. This guy is in Warm Honey, which I really like this one. I like that one a lot. And then we have Russet, which is beautiful. I have my Sleek blushes. This first one is in Rose Gold, which is like a hyper version of Orgasm from NARS. We have Sahara, which is a gorgeous burnt peach. So pretty. Coral, which is, as you'd expect, a coral. It's a lot more muted than I remember it when I bought it the second time. That's because I've been exposed to so many other products. This is in Suede, which is a more light tan peach. And then we have Antique, which is an odd one. If I can get it open. Like, that is crazy. I will quickly swatch this one. It's like a really weird kind of contour shade. It's really pretty and unique though. It kind of reminds me a bit of Sin from NARS, but a bit more of a, like a contour version of Sin. We have my Becca blushes. This first one is actually a highlight which I use as a blush. I think there's another one I use as a blush that's really a highlight. This is Rose Gold. I have a mini of Flower Child. This one is, here it is, the Luminous Blush in Flush Copper. This used to be a highlight, but now they market it as a blush. It is just gorgeous. Like, again, I will swatch this guy. Oh. I am just hooked on these really out there makeup products. We have Wild Honey, which I love. And then we have Songbird, which is, again, more of that sort of shimmering sort of color. Oh, they're so beautiful, so beautiful. Next up we have my Dior blushes. This first one is in Brown Millie, which is like a plummy nude shade. We have Beige Nude, which is more brighter, peachier colour. This is New Red, which is very shocking. It's really nice, a healthy flush on the cheeks. And then one I rescued from my declutter pile is Bois de Rose. Again, it's more of like a nudie kind of shade. It's kind of like a a combination of brown millie and beige nude. I have my Estee Lauder blushes. This first one is Plush Petal, and this is an ombre blush. I don't use it a whole lot, but I'm gonna dig it out soon. This is Sensuous Rose. Oh, this blush is like my life. This is Lover's Blush, another blush that I just live for. It's a shimmery peach nude. And then lastly, we have Poppy Passion, which is, again, that really bold, saturated colour that I love. And it just gives a really gorgeous, healthy colour to the cheeks. We have my Lancome blushes. I have 4. This is in Rose Indian. Guys, how can we not love this? How can we not love this blush? Like, oh. It definitely takes a lot of blending and technique to apply, but it is just too stunning for words. Rose Sable. So pretty. We have Figu Espigal, which is another sort of rosy shade. And then we have this guy, which I just used the heck out of. This is Brun Roche. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And then lastly, I have my NARS blushes. We have Gina, which I don't actually think I've used. So pretty. This is Douceur, which is sort of like a bit like that antique shade, but not without the shimmer. So nice. We have Sin. Yeah, Sin is definitely like that antique shade. We have Matahari, which is a gorgeous kind of matte blue-toned pink. Deep Throat, which has seen better days, but it's just a gorgeous shimmering pink. And of course, lastly, we have Orgasm. What NARS collection would be complete without a pan of Orgasm? So I'm just going to quickly count these all together. So I have 3 cream blushes, 77 single blushes, 89 if you include the palette. Now that is a darn lot of blush. A darn lot of blush. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.